Welcome to my channel. You're watching one of the ways in selecting beans. There are many methods, but I choose this method because this is what I'm familiar with. So you pick up the beans, you remove the chaps, you bring up the beans one by one, as in push it to your end. Some people use their fingers. They pick up the beans with their fingers, select, and they remove the chaps or any dead matter seen in the beans. But I prefer using the tray because I can push the beans towards me one by one. You can also see dead beans to select, or sand. Yes, sand. Most times I buy beans that has been selected, but this time around my customer was in a hurry since I was the first person to buy the beans. So he didn't really take time to select these beans, and it actually took me a lot of time to select out the chaps. Other times when I come back, it will not take me up to 5 minutes. I am done selecting so much beans. This is 6 cups of beans you see inside this tray. It took me so much time to select it because I realized there was so much chaps. And I love sugar beans a lot. That is sugar beans you are seeing there. So I either use sugar beans or I use oloyin. Except these two beans are not available before I go for honey beans. I don't know why I so much like this beans. And even with my moi moi, I prefer sugar beans. It makes it so sweet. Okay, that's my assistant. It's helping me out in selecting my PA. Helping me out in selecting the chaps from the beans. Okay. So some people soak these beans in water, and so when it floats at the top, the chaps float at the top, and then they remove it. And when they are washing the beans, at the bottom, since sand is weightier than beans, the sand settles at the bottom and they are able to remove it. But I still prefer this method, which I use in order to select beans. If you have other methods to share, please comment in the comment section. Okay, so I continued with this process. As you can see, I haven't even started. It looked as if it was going to take so much of my time. I was already getting tired because I can't remember the day I've sat down like this to say I want to select this type of beans. I've always bought beans that have been properly selected. So the chaps by my side, and I kept doing that to ensure I had chaff-free beans, so that when I prepare my beans, I will eat it with so much satisfaction and with so much comfort. Okay, so let's continue with the process until we finish the selection of the entire beans. Happy watching. just ended a selection of beans, picking chaffs in the stones, and I placed my beans inside a bowl of water. I still was removing the chaffs because the ones I couldn't see in the tray would be floating at the top of the water, of which you can easily see when you put the water inside. After that, you now start washing your beans. You can wash it several times to your preference. I washed mine 3 times to ensure that it was clean before I started parboiling. So I placed it into the pot. After placing it into the pot, I now filled in some water into it. The water should just be a little bit above the beans level. Then you now put it on fire for parboiling. Thank you for watching. So almost completing the selection. I don't like this process, but I just have to do it. When I did this, it took so much of my time. I just wish I could make the beans fly and the chaff disappear. After the picking, you put it in a bowl, you soak it, put it inside water. When you put it inside water, you see some chaff floating. That's the method some persons prefer instead of picking the beans out one by one. Then you wash it 2 to 3 times. After washing it 2 to 3 times, and you wash, change water, you now put it in your pot for parboiling. So I'm done with washing, and then this is my last wash. After now, I placed it in my pot. So when you place it in the pot, you put the water to be above the beans, and then you put it on fire to parboil. So you can share my video, you can like, and then you can also subscribe. Thank you for watching.